This guy got shredded in 6 months with a no-fuss diet and workout plan. One afternoon, after going for a walk in the park with his brother, he looked at some photos from their day together. It was June of 2018 and Ellen Gold, then 37, weighed roughly 240 pounds. Unsure of how to, after an introductory session with his trainer, James Ellis Ford, Ellen Gold was told that if he committed to the plan offered to him, he could realistically get himself down to 185 pounds and 12% body fat in as little as 24 weeks. Ellen Gold's regimen involved training 3 days a week with up and doing cardio on his own time to continue building up a caloric deficit, shooting for at least 10,000 steps per day. After the first work, the steady progress kept Ellen Gold feeling motivated. He was losing weight and generally feeling better. More importantly, Ellen Gold adds, his mental health has improved considerably. He feels more comfortable in his own skin, and his self-esteem has risen, too. Naturally, when people see the dramatic transformation that Ellen Gold underwent, they have questions about how to get started on their own path. Ellen Gold's first
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.